This Comics for Thomas here. I am doing another CGC unboxing. So if you watched my last video, I had sent away two books a few months ago, and they have came back. Problem was that I thought they were going to be coming back together. So last week I was hoping to get two books out of that box, and there was only one. They were of different age, so it makes sense that they did come separately, but I thought the authenticated dealer was going to wait and send them both at the same time. No big deal, the shipping was no different, and he sent the second one. So last week I had opened in Ultimate Fallout number 4. It was a 9.6 CGC, which was very good, but that's not a personal collection book. I will try to sell that to help pay for getting this book graded, or both books graded, and just making a little money off of it, because obviously that's a bit of a hot book right now. So I do have in the box beside me a Silver Surfer 1. It is a book that I had showed on one of my videos before. I won it through a raffle, so I got it very, very cheap, and it's definitely going to be low grade. I'm expecting between a 1.8 and a probably a 2.5. So, but I also mentioned that right after the last video that I did, I was going to be going out of town for a weekend, do some Christmas shopping, and I love to pick up craft beer and stuff like that on just for the holidays. And there's a couple comic shops I was going to hit up in Halifax, Nova Scotia, which I did. I had mentioned that I'm either going to find not filler books, but I guess filler books for some runs that I'm working on. Or if I found something, like a bigger book with for a good value, then I would pick it up. One of the shops, Strange Adventures at Halifax, it's a really, really nice shop. It has they have a lot of really good books. I wasn't ready to kind of pull a trigger on some of the bigger books that they had there, so I didn't end up getting anything there. But there's another shop. They don't really carry a lot of key books or more expensive books, but they have a lot of back issues. So I spent maybe like $30 or $40 there getting some books. So what I will show you is my books that I got this week for New Comic Book Day, and then the haul that I got from Halifax, and then that unboxing. First one I'm going to show you, I showed you in the last video, but I wanted to talk about this because if you've been paying attention, this Jason Aaron run of Avengers, in my opinion, has not been that great. I was, coming off of the Thor stuff, and I was reading Sea of Stars too. I was just kind of grabbing everything that Jason Aaron has, and I thought, okay, here we go. He's going to do Avengers. It's going to be amazing. And I don't know, it hasn't been piquing my interest. In this run, as you can see, obviously that is not your regular looking Hulk, and he's got the Starband as well. So he's kind of been telling a story of some superheroes from, basically when the Earth first came to be, or around that timeline, and then flips back to now, right? So in that, it's a neat idea. Again, not really capturing my interest. But I've been chugging away at it. I'm going to finish the volume, and probably not pick up the next set. So I read this the other night. This issue right here is actually really good. You could read it even if you were just to pick it up on itself, or if you have Marvel Unlimited and you don't really want to read that Avengers run, flip to issue 26. It's actually pretty good. You don't need to know a lot about the background, because this is an issue that's solely on the obviously the whatever I'm trying to say here, not today's Avengers, right? So it literally is like a single story in its own, and it's actually just a great piece of writing and a great little story. So I don't normally try to tell you every issue that I love. I'll just say, hey, this volume's really good, but this has been literally the one standout out of 26 issues so far. So you now know my opinion on that. So for my pull list going on, Avengers issue 27. I have King Thor number 4. I am not caught up. I still have issue 3 to read. but it's good so far. Strayed issue 5. I have not read this. I have not read issue 4. Guardians of the Galaxy number 12. That's actually a pretty sweet cover. My guy Nova obviously there too. This has been a pretty good run so far. Avengers issue 28. And they're talking about Starband Reborn. So it makes sense why issue 26 kind of talked about Starband. Because I think that they're doing something with him, obviously. Annihilation Scourge Omega. Nice cover as well. It's been a decent story. It's not like the original Annihilation. That thing was just awesome. But, again, some Nova action. Getting his ass beat. The Last God. This is a DC Black Label. This is the Last God book of the Fellspire Chronicles. And this is chapter 3. I just read chapter 2 last night. It's still piquing my interest. It's moving slow. I only think there might be 5 issues to this, so you just kind of... I assume it's just going to be one just quick little story, but it's pretty good. And I've been waiting for this to come out because I've really enjoyed the first 2. Again, I'm not huge into DC. I like a lot of DC characters and stuff, but this story has got me. This is the Black Label. So, Batman Last Night on Earth, book 3. I normally pick up the variant as well, but I just grabbed this one. So we'll see how it turns out. So Halifax. Yeah, I was able to pick up a decent amount of books here and just fill in some runs, which is great. So Descender number 2. Cool cover. December number 9. Descender. I like that cover. And this cover I actually love, but there's a Virgin variant that I want to get. But this is issue 30. I think that's fantastic. But the Virgin, obviously, looks way better because you don't have all the writing and stuff. Lady Mechanica. So I was able to pick up, 5 different issues. So I randomly have just kind of been collecting any covers for or any issues for Lady Mechanica because of the covers. They're all really fantastic. So I have read some of the stories so far, just through like Comixology, because I don't have there's kind of like the main run, which is not long, and then there's all these little like Sangre, and this one's the Tablet of Destinies and stuff like that. So I've just been reading the kind of the main run through Comixology and then slowly putting these together. I would like to get her first appearance, which is Lady Mechanica issue 0. So, but I'll get it at some point. So this is issue number 2, but this is for the Tablet of Destinies, and it doesn't say of how many are in this run, or this storyline, I guess. So it's probably only 4 or 5 issues. That's issue 2. This is issue number 3. I actually prefer this cover. That's pretty awesome. That rifle. And we have Lady Mechanica number 3. So this is, I believe, from the main run. And I've got issue number 4, which is a fantastic cover. Look at that. This is why these covers are excellent. And the story's pretty good, for the main run, from what I've read so far. And this is pretty neat too. This is a sketch variant print. So I think this is issue 4, F or something like that. So but that's fantastic. I know it's a little hard to see. I'm in the kitchen and the glare is not great, but I need a comic room that I can get a little bit of better lighting, but that is very cool. And then the last issue I got in Halifax is the Magic Order. This is number 5, but this is the variant. This is what the main issue looks like. It's just they've graded out, and I think this is red normally, and it's more of an orange. So I've been just slowly collecting. It's a great story, and there are not a lot of variants, so I figure why not just get everything eventually that has been a part of that series. All right, so I've opened the box. I haven't pulled everything out of it, so I apologize if it's a little loud while I re-strip the tape off here. I'm going to try to pull this Silver Surfer out without seeing the grade. Again, I think The guy that ran the raffle, he even when he put it up for raffle, he had said like this is a low grade copy, maybe like a 1.8 or a little bit higher depending. So I had it. I asked for it to be pressed, and it couldn't press it. I didn't realize there was some tape on it. And there is a hole. If you've seen Silver Surfer 1, he's kind of just out like this, and there's like there's a tiny hole in the cover too. It's not enough. Like you actually have to like look for it at first. And now that I know it's there, I can see it all every time. But it I enjoy low grade stuff, so especially for key books like this. Like to me, this is one of my favorite books in my collection. That and the Marvel Preview 4 and the Nova #1. So I know it's going to be up here. I'm going to see if I can see if this is the back. Okay, I've got the back. All right, so I think I have it covered. I think it's going to be on that side. Here's hoping for a 2.0. So, oh, the glare. It's a great looking book, but you can see, like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get you to see it properly, but you can see down the spine on that side. It's pretty bad. The hole around his chest or his armpit, I don't know if you can see it. You just look at the armpit with the arm that's sticking up. There's a little hole there, so we'll see. 1, 2, 3. 1.5. Look at that. Which I'm completely fine with. It's got off-white pages. I won this book for $10 Canadian in a raffle. Yeah, like right there. Look at that armpit. You can see it. Just a hot mess. And I friggin' love it. It's not centered great though in that case. But it is a thicker book, so it might be a little harder to get that like that. If you can see it there, like there's it sitting on the table. You can see a little bit more space this way, but I don't care. That is beautiful. So I basically any older key books, for my personal collection, I'm almost always going to go for low grade. Like I would probably go right up to 2.5 on this. If I could, obviously, if you can get a good deal on anything higher, for sure, grab it. Especially if it's raw, because then you might be able to press it and get it graded. But I'm very, very happy with that. So that's all I have. As I normally mention, check out the YouTube community for anything comic related. It's a great community. I've just finished up watching The Boy Who Had Seven's 12 Days of Christmas. Fantastic final episode where he got surprised with some gifts, so it was really, really great to see. I want to shout out the Magic Lasso. He's reached out to me through Instagram. We've kind of started following each other on YouTube, and he's reached out to Instagram through Instagram. I can't even speak. And we've just been talking comics a little bit with the tiny bit of spare time that I have. So that's been really great. You literally can make friends through this community, and I look forward to continuing and furthering that friendship that we have. And if you ever want to just chat nerd stuff, reach out to me through Comics for Thomas through Instagram. Follow me, I'll follow you. DM me, and I will get back to you when I have an opportunity. Which is never, but never is not never. So, thank you so much. My computer is literally it's giving me a circle just to stop the video, so you're still watching me. I don't know what's going on here.